Good day all. Look at another example under Euler's method. Using Euler's method, the question says, find an approximate value of y corresponding to x equal to 1, given that dy dx is equal to x plus y, and y is equal to 1, and x is equal to 0. Take your n to be 10 and your h to be 0.1. Oh yeah, time no dey. Make we rush am. So first thing is our table. This is the trend. N, X, N. Over S don't enter too much. Y, N. Then you have your dy, dx. Then your yn plus h dy dx n. Okay, so since you have gotten this 5 heading, the rest is now cup of cake. Now next thing we're going to ask ourselves is, how many what's the value of our n? Our n is what? 10. That means we are going to be starting from 0 to count to 10. We're going to be having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Get 10. Aye. Okay. So for the next part, which is our x and y and the rest of them. Now, in each of the questions, they will always give you an initial condition. That is where you're going to start from to get the rest of your value. So our initial condition here is y is equal to 1 when x is equal to 0. So the main thing what we are trying to get in this in the process, like the whole process here, the main thing we are trying to find is the value of y when x is 1. Well, they told us that at least they know that y is 1 when x is what? 0. So this one, we know this one, we'll write this one first down. So we're having 0 and we're having what? 1. These are the initial condition, the first condition that are given to us. Now, the next thing is to add your h value, which is your 0.1, to the value of your x. You need to add it to the value of your x. Now when you add 0.1 to this, you have 0.1. 0 plus 0.1 give you 0.1. Now 0.1 plus 0.1, 0.2. 0.1 plus 0.2, so now ABCD now, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 0.10, Abi? No, sorry, 1.0. So that's it, 1.0. So we have gotten our x value. Now we want to get the corresponding y value for each of them. From the question given to us, we are told that our first y value is what? 1. So we'll use this 1, do small manipulation with what we get here to find the next y value. So Another thing that we also need to do is this dy dx. They've already given it to us in the question. So it just gets your x and y that we already know. Put it in this, substitute it in this formula here. It will give you an answer. You write the thing down here. Okay, let's do it. So when we do that, they say x plus y. So when I know verse, so I go clean this thing now. I feel just change this thing quite small. Just change. What thing they do the other? Okay, so I feel just change this one with the here now to what? X plus y. Hmm? Figure down to what? X plus y, because that's what they told us in our question. So our x being what? 0, we have 0. Then our y being what? 1. 0 plus 1. Now, so now 0 being now 1. Now 1, we know that one now 1. Aye. Now 1. Okay, so coming over here, we have 1. This is our y, yo. They say y. This is your y where you know. You should add it to h, which is your 0.1. You multiply it to dy dx, which is, I go change that this dy dx. Sometimes I think they fear people, so I feel replace it with this value now way there here, which is what? X plus y. So we don't already get this one. This x plus y now what we do here? We have gotten it already. So now simply just impute everything z. Everything already there here. H is already given to us. That one above now. So if we add, so 1 plus h is what? 0.1. Then we multiply it to our x plus y, which is what we have done here already, which is what? 1. So this 1 times 0.1 is what? 0.1. And when you add 1 to it, you have what? 1.1. 1.1. That is the value of your x, of your y, when x is what? 0.1. So you know, say for this equation like this, they don't fit tell you say if x is 1, what is y? If they tell you that's what they thing in this question, you can't get your answer, because even though you carry this thing over here, you know, be waiting dy dx be. So we can't work with that. Instead, we are doing approximation. You get another way to take yourself this to know, but that one go long pass. This one is the easiest method. So we will also rush this thing fast now. So now we have gotten the corresponding value of, see what I read though. The corresponding value of y when x is what? 0.1. Make we get that when the thing when x is now what? 0.2. So how we do it? The same step. We have gotten our x and y for this second line now. We will come impute them again now. For the second line, we are going to be having 0.1 plus 1.1. 1.1. Okay. So 0.1 plus, yeah, plus 1.1. This is going to give us what? 1.2. Yes. Yes. 1.2. If no graph, use calculator. So 1.2. Now your y value this time around is now what? 1.1. So you're going to be writing 1.1, not be 1 again. When we use 1 now, when we did this line, now we have entered another line, which is the line 1. I've been when n is 1, this line now. Second line, we don't damn now. So our y value is now what? 1.1. We add it. Marker, no why me here. We add it to h. Our h is what? 0.1. Now we also multiply it by what? X plus y, which is this. So we have 1.2. Now when we do the whole solving we did there, 0.1 times this baba way there here will give us 0. Calculator day. I bet my calculator, no verse. So the answer will give us 1.1 and we'll still be adding it to what? 0.12. We have gotten 0.1 times this. Okay. If you see the small trick, only what we just did is just to move this 0 for front. But I go try with the next one, sha. We go see if not true. So 1.1 plus 0.12 will then give us 1.1, sorry, 1.22 e and 1. So that's the answer now. 1.22. Abi, yes, I'm correct. So coming over here, we're going to be having 1.22. This 1.22 is the value of our y when x is now what? 0.2. Now again, the same procedure. Our x value for this place now is what? 0.2. You add it to your y, 1.22. When you add these two together, you have what? 1.2 plus 2 now 4 now. I have 4.2. Coming over here, you have your y value, which is what? 1.22. You add it to your h value, 0.1. Multiply it to your what? X plus 1, which is what you have done here now. You're having 1.42. Now, if our trick is to work, we're just simply going to be shifting this in front. We will check out calculator now. Man, no, they surprised I check out calculator. No, sir, I know say I force some people hand like this now. Yes, I'm correct. So this is 1.22 plus 0.142. When you add this up, you will be having 1.2 plus 1 are 3. So 3, 2 plus 2 plus 4 now 6 now. So we'll be having 6, 2. 6, 2. So this is the value for our words y. Coming over here, I'm going to write it down. We have 1.362. Now 1.362, we'll be adding it to our words x value, which is what? 0.3 now. So we have 0.3 plus 1.362. This will give us 1.662. Coming over here, we have our what? Y value, which is this 1.362 plus our h value 0.1 and our x plus y 1.662. We know our trick now. Just move point front. So we have 1.362 plus 0.1662. Allah, space don't finish. Okay, so when you add these two things together, we'll be having, so I'll give you 1.9 No verse, no verse, no verse. Don't do mistakes somewhere. No verse. Now use calculator. 1.362. You add it to 0.1662. You will have 1.5. I know something will happen there. Okay, 5282. 5282. Now the 5282 will take come block our fourth line. So because of that, our storytelling they do like this. So I just clean this one. So this is 1.5282. We have gotten the fourth value. So with the approximate, and you know one thing with this approximation, the more you approximate, the more you use, or the higher value of n value, as this one there from 0 to 10. You know, so for the previous video we had 0 to 5, but this one is now what, 0 to 10. So the higher the number of this n, the more accurate you are. If we jump 1, enter 2, maybe you say we want to use just 5 to get to this one. Now that's really too much. No verse, so no verse. We rush on. So from here, this is 1.5282. Wake up. Okay, 0.4 plus 1.5282. If you add, you have 1.9282. Right? Okay, now we have our y value. The previous y value we got 1.5282. We're going to be adding it to our h 0.1, and then we add it to our x plus y. X plus y in this case is this. So we'll be having 1.9282. You multiply it, you'll be having 1.5282 plus 0.19282. Adding this together, you have 1 point these two, you know, okay. So let's start from back first. 2 8 plus 8 now 16. 1 carry 1 and calculator there. So 1.5282 plus 0.19282. We have our answer to be 7210 At this point, we'll try to limit our work to 5 decimal place. If not, before we get to 10, the whole board will follow. So transferring this over to the next line, we have gotten the value of what, of y, when x is what, 0.5. So we have 1.7210 Okay, now the same thing, our x 0.5, our y that we have got to now 1.72102. Add them together, we have so this is going to be 2.22102. Yeah, mana, Harriet. So this is going to be 2.22102. Okay, now this value that we have got to, we adding it up, then we add it to our 0.1, and then to the value of our what, x plus y, which is what, 2.22102. If we did that, to be having 1.72102 plus this times this, will be having 0.221.102. Adding this up, hello from the sun. So we'll be having our answer to be, well, I say 5 decimal place, but not very so. So I'm approximating. This is 1.9. Put on 4312. This value now we're going to transfer it to the next one. No sleep, no sleep, oh, no sleep. You're almost done. You're almost done. So this is 1.94312. The same thing, your 0.6. Remember, now this one we use. Oh, you add it to your y. 1.94312. At the end of the day, you have your answer to be what? 2.54312. 54312. Okay, so adding this up, we'll be having our y value, which is this y.94312. We add it to our h, which is 0.1, multiply it to our x plus 1, which is this. We're having 2.54312. When we do our stuff, we are having 1.94312 plus 0.25412. Adding this up, we'll be having our answer to be 2.1974743. I approximate them, oh, don't forget. I say I store 5 decimal place. So 5 decimal place, I'm keeping to that. Now When you add this, when you transfer this to this, you're going to be having 2.19743. You add your x 0.7 and your y 2.19743. You add all this up, you'll be having 2.89743. Okay, now your y, which is what? 2.19743. Remember this one plus 0.1 times this value 2.89743. We do our mathematics. I will skip that step we normally do take. Okay. Yeah, one. So we have 2.19743 plus 0.1 times 2.89743. Show more work. You get why. So we have 2.48. Praising the Lord. 8717. Transfer. We're going to be having 2.4717. Our new x value is now what? 0.8. We add it to our 2.4717. We have 3.28717. Our y value 2.4817. We add it to our 0.1 multiplied by our 3.28717. Okay, so 2.48717, you add it to 0.1 multiplied by 3.28717. So you're having 2.81589. Okay, transfer. We're going to be having 2.81589. This value we add it to 0.9 plus this value 2.81589. I am receiving complaints that my handwriting are now becoming microbiology. Now true. Can you see it? Okay. I see no point in doing that. Let me widen it a bit. But I go erase some part too. No verse. Yeah, man. So I have done that. We have sacrificed some to benefit the final boss answer. We won't get this one, so we won't make better space. So if we do the open the champagne, it's not go for ground. Understand? So adding this to this, we are going to be having 3.71589. This is what we get when we add these two together. Now, bringing our values, putting it into this value. This is the main value. You need to know this value. This is formula. Carry on for head though. Every other way I don't talk since now, if you forget that, but you see this formula. Carry on for head though. Carry on for, remember say here at d1 over dx. Carry on for head though. I ain't be the pop. If you don't forget this one, you don't forget Euler's method. So as I was saying, our yn 2.81589. Then you add it to your h 0.1. Then you multiply it to your x plus y, which is this 3.71589. When you add up, my calculator do work small. 2.81589 plus 0.1. Then we multiply it with 3.71589. Then you have your answer and the grand boss to be 3.187479. Okay, sorry, I said five decimal place. I'm a man of my word. 5 decimal place. Now I keep on. Okay, so we are now having that our answer, which is the method we are trying to find. All this y, the same we could find the value of y when x is what? 1. This is when x is 1. Our final answer now is what? 3.18748. So this is the approximate value. Not so we are doing small about approximation. So this answer not complete. But the approximate value of our y when x is 1, according to the question, is what? 3.18. So this is now 8. You understand? So this is now 8. 3.18748. So that's our answer. So if you just understand, demand for extra paper, tell them say when x is 1, y is therefore, I know what I therefore 3.18748. So you are done with what? This solving this. I've got your answer. You're good to go. You have gotten our answer. Get the answer to your life. It is very, very easy. Like every other situation in life, you just need to know one thing. Know one thing. When you know it, the rest comes as what? Additional knowledge. Just when you know this thing and you keep it as foundation, the rest are just adding. So know what to be your foundation. So we know whether we call you Euler's method or being a Taylor's method. So in the next video, we're going to be talking about Taylor's method. I'll be dropping that very soon. So subscribe to the channel and like the video if this was helpful. See you in the next video. Goodbye.